You probably had one of these five foods today, maybe for breakfast. Maybe you're having one right now, and every single time you eat it, it's quietly dissolving your teeth from the outside in. I'm a dentist, and number three on this list is something I see destroying my patients' teeth every single week. Most of them have no idea. Here's what you need to understand first: your tooth enamel, that hard white outer layer, is the strongest substance in your entire body, stronger than bone, but it has one fatal weakness: acid. Anything with a pH below 5.5 starts dissolving enamel on contact. To put that in perspective, water is a 7. That's neutral. Your enamel starts breaking down at 5.5, and some of the foods on this list are sitting at a 2 or a 3. That's closer to stomach acid than it is to water. And here's the part that makes it worse: enamel doesn't grow back. Once it's gone forever. Your body can't regenerate it. So every time you eat one of these foods the wrong way, you're losing something you can never get back. Number one, smoothies and Açaí bowls. Yeah, the thing you're drinking because you think it's healthy. And look, nutritionally, a smoothie can be great. I'm not arguing that. But what it does to your teeth is a completely different story. Here's the problem: when you blend fruit, you break open every single cell wall and release all the sugar and all the acid at once. A whole apple, you bite it, you chew it, your saliva buffers the acid, and most of the sugar gets swallowed quickly. But a smoothie? You've taken 5 servings of fruit, liquefied them, and now you're sipping that acid bath slowly through a straw for 20 minutes. The average fruit smoothie has a pH between 3 and 4. For reference, Coca-Cola is about 2.37. So your green smoothie is not that far off from a Coke in terms of what it does to your enamel. And acai bowls are even worse. You're eating it slowly with a spoon, so the acid sits on your teeth even longer. Plus, the granola and honey on top just add more sugar to the mix. I'm not saying never drink a smoothie, but if you do, use a straw, drink it in one sitting instead of sipping it over an hour, and rinse your mouth with plain water when you're done. Do not brush immediately. Your enamel is softened from the acid, and brushing right away can scrub it away like sandpaper on wet wood. Number two, dried fruit. Raisins, dried mango, dried cranberries, those little trail mix bags you grab at the store thinking you're making a smart choice. Here's what nobody tells you about dried fruit: when you remove the water from fruit, you concentrate everything that's left. The sugar becomes denser, the acid becomes more concentrated, and the texture becomes sticky. So now you've got this little sugar bomb that glues itself directly to your teeth and sits there. Think of it like this: a fresh grape has sugar in it, sure, but it's mostly water. When you chew it, it breaks apart and washes away pretty quickly. A raisin is the same grape with all the water removed. The sugar is now packed into a tiny, sticky nugget that wedges itself into every groove and crevice of your molars. And it stays there for hours. While it's stuck there, the bacteria in your mouth are having a feast. They eat the sugar and produce acid as a byproduct. So you've got fruit acid plus bacterial acid attacking your enamel at the same time. Some studies have even suggested that certain dried fruits can be worse for your teeth than some candy because of how long they cling to the tooth surface. At least chocolate melts and washes away. A strip of dried mango can stay stuck in those grooves until you physically remove it. If you love dried fruit, eat it with a meal instead of as a standalone snack. Drink water with it. And floss afterward. Seriously, floss. It's the only way to get those sticky pieces out from between the teeth. Number three, and this is the one I said I see destroying teeth every single week: kombucha. I know. It's the health drink. It's got probiotics. It's good for your gut. And honestly, I love kombucha too. I used to drink it all the time. Now I just drink it sometimes. But your mouth is not your gut, and what kombucha does to your teeth can be pretty alarming. Kombucha usually has a pH somewhere between 2.5 and 3.5. Coca-Cola sits around 2.37. So in terms of acidity, they're actually very close. But here's the difference: nobody thinks Coke is healthy. Nobody sips a Coke slowly at their desk all morning, thinking they're doing something good for their body. But that's exactly what people do with kombucha. I have patients who drink kombucha every day and sip it over the course of an hour or two. That means their teeth are sitting in an acid bath for hours. Over time, I start to see the effects: enamel thinning, edges of teeth becoming translucent, new sensitivity to cold drinks that they never had before. And kombucha also contains sugar, sometimes up to 12 grams per bottle. That sugar feeds the bacteria in your mouth, which produce even more acid. So you're getting hit from both sides. If you're going to drink kombucha, drink it in one sitting instead of sipping it slowly. Ideally, have it with a meal. Use a straw to minimize contact with your teeth, and wait about 30 minutes before brushing. Number 4, flavored sparkling water. La Croix, Bubbly, Spindrift, Perrier, whatever your brand happens to be. Before anyone panics, let me be clear. Plain sparkling water is still better for your teeth than soda, but it is not the same as regular water. When you carbonate water, you create carbonic acid. That drops the pH from 7 down to around 4 or 5. Add citrus flavors like lemon or lime, and it can drop even further. Some flavored sparkling waters have been measured at around 3.5 on the pH scale. That's getting close to the same territory as orange juice. Is one can of sparkling water going to ruin your teeth? No. But here's the pattern I see in the dental chair. People quit soda and replace it with sparkling water. Then they start drinking 6, 7, even 8 cans a day. They're sipping it from morning to night. That means their teeth are constantly being exposed to mild acid all day long. Over months and years, that can add up to real enamel erosion. The key factor here is frequency. One sparkling water with lunch is totally fine. Replacing all your water with sparkling water and sipping it throughout the day is where the damage starts. So keep sparkling water as an occasional drink with meals, and make sure regular flat water is still your main drink throughout the day. And number 5, apple cider vinegar. This one is huge in the wellness world. People take shots of it every morning. They mix it with water and sip it all day. It's supposed to help with digestion, blood sugar, weight loss, and a long list of other things. But for your teeth, apple cider vinegar can be extremely harsh. Apple cider vinegar typically has a pH between 2.5 and 3. That's very acidic, almost in the same range as stomach acid. And when people take a straight shot of it, that acid hits the front teeth directly. The enamel on the front teeth is thinner than on the back teeth, which makes it more vulnerable to erosion. I've seen patients who developed noticeable enamel erosion after doing daily apple cider vinegar shots for several months. The edges of the front teeth start looking translucent. Sometimes sensitivity develops, and unfortunately, that damage is permanent. Think of enamel like a protective shield for the tooth. Every time you drink something extremely acidic, you're chipping away at that shield. Do it occasionally, and your teeth can recover. Do it every single day, and eventually that protection starts to disappear. If you absolutely want to drink apple cider vinegar, dilute it, at least 1 tablespoon in a full glass of water. Never drink it straight. Use a straw so it bypasses your teeth. Don't swish it around your mouth. And wait at least 30 minutes before brushing. Now, here's the one rule that applies to every single food on this list. And honestly, it might be the most important thing I say in this entire video. After you eat or drink something acidic, do not brush your teeth for at least 30 minutes. I know that sounds backwards. You'd think brushing right away would help. But when acid hits your enamel, it temporarily softens the surface. If you brush while it's soft, you're literally scrubbing away that weakened enamel. Instead, rinse your mouth with plain water right away. That helps neutralize the acid. Then, give your mouth about 30 minutes. During that time, your saliva helps remineralize the enamel and harden the surface again. After that, brushing is safe. So the formula is simple. Rinse with water, wait 30 minutes, then brush. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember that. Those are 5 foods that can quietly damage your teeth if you're not careful. And I guarantee at least one of them is part of someone's daily routine. Drop a comment and tell me which one surprised you the most. My guess is kombucha. And if you want to see the 5 foods that actually help strengthen your teeth and protect enamel, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that video. I'll see you in the next one.